Hi Scorpio, I hope that you're all doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. It looks like there's something new that you're working on at work. It could be like a new project or a new hat that you're wearing. A new idea that you have. Something that you're creating. There could be somebody that you're talking to, Scorpio, in a professional setting. Maybe even something that you're dispersing or giving out. Like you could be writing something that you are going to like be making available to people. I'm looking at Mercury and the King of Pentacles. So this is like when it comes to roles and duties that you have, when it comes to the things that you're responsible for. I'm feeling this be like a Mars type of energy with like how you're making money, things having to do with like your career and stuff like that, particularly tasks at hand that you're participating in. There's something that you're like editing or writing, or that you're brainstorming, stuff that you're going to be communicating, things that you're creating, things that you're making with these two here. And I'm seeing this be related to like the area of work for you. So you may be like creating posts on social media. You could be creating like pamphlets or like doing stuff on a website too. That also has to do with Mercury. Mercury is like any type of writing, editing, communication, any type of electronics also that are included in like communicating or sharing information. I'm hearing a potluck of all of those things, maybe like the culmination. And then I'm seeing something that would be like messaged or shared out to other people or dispersed in some way. There may even be like select people that you are sending things to. Like you could be fulfilling orders and stuff and then sending them out. You feel very much like you're standing in your purpose by doing this. This would feel very fitting and also fulfilling to you. Like I'm in the right space at the right time, and I'm doing what I love to do. I'm doing what I feel like I'm meant to be doing. It feels like you're finding like a flow, a rhythm, Scorpio. I am also hearing Pisces. Yes, Pisces. I'm also getting something about giving back. Maybe for some of you, you're doing something maybe on the charitable end. Seems like this is also connected with helping you find your voice. There may be somebody that you're setting boundaries with too, or just like going over what you feel comfortable with. To create the type of environment that you want. There's somebody popping up. This is not your first time dealing with this person. There's something about like needing to create like even a safe space and also boundaries with this person. Something about like giving what you feel like is fair kind of helps you to create the fence that you want when it comes to this person, or like draw the lines that you feel good with. Something about feeling the need to have boundaries, especially for your emotional well-being. I'm seeing somebody that you have an emotional connection with. But it seems like one thing that you communicate or one thing that you initiate, one thing that you do helps you with like another area of your life to do something that needs to be done. Also, too, you may have been in a spot where you were kind of doubting that you would be effective or maybe be able to like accomplish what you needed to accomplish with this person. I'm saying something about self-doubt, or you could have been like limiting yourself a bit, kind of getting stuck. Seeing you, I'm seeing Taurus here. I'm also looking at Mercury. There's somebody from your past that you either like grew up in a similar way as this person, or you have shared values, but I'm seeing a decision that needs to be made. I almost get the feeling of like growing up in the same like maybe situation or community as this person with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is feeling kind of like an environment that you know this person from, that you guys shared or had in common, where you guys like in the background may have similar values or have been like brought up in a system that was similar. Can it also be like a governmental thing as well? Yes. So a decision needs to be made. This feels in some way a bit like there's going to be an altering because of this. Hoping to even like move on to a better situation. It's a decision for change ultimately. This can also be like somebody from your past that was a figure of authority. I'm looking at Aquarius now popping up. So I'm seeing the energy be separated here. I'm looking at Mercury and Taurus over here. On the other side, I'm looking at Scorpio and Aquarius together. It looks like something is being healed on the emotional front for you. Whereas, like, before, there may have been something that kind of left a bad taste in your mouth. This also looks like it is connected with like authority or even religion in general for you. But like something could have happened that you felt kind of boxed in by, or there was like a stigma or something like that. Because the Hierophant, as much as it can mean like higher beliefs and all of that, the way that I'm seeing this is like an upbringing that you may have felt was like everybody was expected to like even conform in a particular way, and maybe you weren't able to, it didn't like allow you to grow maybe in the way that you wanted to grow, or there were certain rules that it was like you have to follow this, and maybe you felt it was arbitrary, or maybe even went against what you believe in now. And now I'm seeing like something that you're developing through and growing through, but it took even you separating from something. I do get this again, Scorpio, about this being like related to your upbringing and an environment that you were brought up in, and maybe something that you felt like you needed to be like even subservient to. Like, I was raised in this religion, and so I'm not going to stray. It seems like there's an evolving when it comes to your values and your belief system. And I'm seeing like I'm hearing generational healing with Pluto and Aquarius here together. Oh, wow. Wait, okay, so transit wise, Pluto is going to be shifting into Aquarius, and we also have the Hierophant here, which is Taurus, which is the second house. That's all in the second row here. Very interesting. So this can even be stuff from like generations where there was like a certain type of belief or like value system or traditions, and now we're leaning into the point where you get to make a choice. Like, do we stick with what we know in the old value system, or do we allow for transformation in that area and to kind of like see a new age and a new era, especially one that feels more emotionally connected, even in a matriarchal way with the Queen of Cups here. How synchronistic. You are going to feel this begin to take place. If I'm not mistaken, it starts to shift, I think. I mean, you can already be feeling effects of this just because of how slow Pluto moves. But I think the beginning, like the first quarter to first half of March is when it like officially moves over, but also like then Pluto's going to go backwards and then it's going to go forward again. So it's kind of doing a little dance right now, but it's shifting from Capricorn to Aquarius. And a Capricorn is more of a like stately energy. Shifting into Aquarius means like a new innovative sort of energy. So this can be like new ideas, new forums, new thoughts, new values, and ones that feel very relevant for us. And yeah, there may on a personal level be something that's changing as far as your like even religious association or your association with like values and traditions and stuff like that. Something may kind of be like breaking out, and you really, it reminds me of like things kind of all being made out of the same mold, and this is your opportunity to create like a custom mold of what you believe in and what you find valuable within this lifetime, and also what you subscribe to. Also, for some of you too, you have somebody from the past, I'm hearing, reaching back out to you. It looks like this person wants to like create and or manifest something with you. You have to ask if this is like in alignment with your values. A lot about values popping up. Scorpio, you want to ask if this is in alignment with your values and if you think it's going to be worth it to you having this person come through. It seems to like the changes that you've been growing through and like the healing that you've been growing through has been also really helping you create boundaries emotionally, being able to communicate and feel good about the way that you're advocating for yourself, rather than like when you get in an emotional connection, having like all of your boundaries drift away. This is about like being able to like keep your heart open in the emotional connections that you have while still maintaining the boundaries and staying within your integrity. Feeling like this is very important. It seems like a lot of personal development you've been making, Scorpio. I'm hearing something about seeing the errors in your ways. Like you may have realized that like something was not working before and that like it needed to change. You may also still be sorting something out in the heart space for yourself as well. Trying to like figure out or even decide on what you want. Remember too, depending on where Scorpio is in your chart, it's going to like have this translate differently. Like if Scorpio is your rising sign, this may be something that's physically manifesting. If Scorpio is your moon, this may be going on, but more so on the emotional front, maybe less so on the physical front. I get this sense of still feeling a bit guarded about something, maybe a particular situation. I'm looking at Leo popping out now. I'm hearing welcome to the forum. Something is being developed and also realized. I'm saying the stronger that you're showing up for yourself emotionally and in touch with the heart space, the more something is being understood. Maybe something that's more difficult to grasp with Neptune here. Even connected with why something needed to come to an end. I'm hearing why it was meant to be. Yeah, I'm seeing something about a relationship with you and another person. There's something that you're still making sense of. I'm seeing this be a partnership. It does feel like a past partnership to me, like something that you've already been through and something that you're still like comprehending fully. Like there may not be yet a comprehensive understanding of something regarding the dynamic between you and this person. However, it's something that's like in development right now. Something that's meant to be understood from the experience that you had. Maybe something that you weren't feeling so great about before. Feeling even like you couldn't voice something that needed to be voiced. It's like not trusting yourself or not believing in yourself to say something that needed to be said. Maybe even until things kind of like blew up or went too far, or like something happened that maybe felt like the dissolution of a situation between you and another. A conversation about having an opportunity. It looks like you have the ability to walk away from a situation, but at the same time, like, I'm seeing you kind of walking away, but then there's this part of you that's like, I'm actually not interested in walking away. So it kind of feels like you're trying to go somewhere and then you may kind of go back. And maybe you're trying to understand why, like, why do you feel like in like back 3 steps nothing is there for you, and then when you realize that and you try to move forward, it's like 5 steps forward, you're like, well, that's not for me either, so what do I do? So you're kind of like in that in-between space, kind of feeling like you keep going back and forth, like to the past and into the future, and like looking at both of those things and being like, something doesn't feel right, and so you just keep getting stuck in the middle here. But I'm seeing like there's something that you're going to realize or understand. You just need to take a closer look at this, and then whatever it is that needed to be recognized is going to be recognized here. It's something going on emotionally for you. I'm seeing this be associated with your moon energy. So something is being manifested with you and somebody that you know, somebody that you're familiar with. I'm looking at Mercury and Leo. I'm also looking at Taurus, Neptune, and Gemini. Scorpio and Aquarius. Got a party here. Yeah, I'm seeing a conversation that's happening. There's like communication happening between you and this person, and then a decision that needs to be made about like whether or not it's going to be like worth it to the two of you to kind of work things out. It seems like, am I going to find what I need here, or is that not the case? Leaving room for the expansion and evolving of a situation regardless of which way you go. I'm also seeing there be like a sense of doubt, like I don't really think that things can change, or like can things actually change, or like do I not really have the faith that things can evolve? But what helps you here? I'm seeing Aquarius come and be very important here. The Aquarian energy, the archetype of Aquarius, meaning like hold on to your visions and your dreams and your optimism as well of what this can turn into, and you want to lean into that and to be speaking positively from that space. Because I'm seeing you be like doubtful about something's capacity to evolve, but if you're shooting it down before it has the chance to kind of like sprout up, then nothing is going to happen. So it seems like it's really about giving something a chance and holding on to like even a dreaminess about this, like what it can be, and keeping that in mind. And I'm seeing a conversation between you and somebody else, and there is like an opportunity that's popping up. If you're not doing something out of fear, you want to pay attention to that, because it looks like a conversation that you want to have or something that you want to say, and the only reason that you're not like taking an opportunity or talking about it or initiating or engaging or responding to what this is like from a space of fear, you limiting yourself. So again, it's something that you want to pay attention to. Why you're making, like, what's motivating the choices that you're making, essentially. Like, are you doing something out of like fear or avoidance? Or are you limiting yourself? Or are you like maintaining hope and faith and optimism and just like trying for something and seeing whether or not it works out? Because like at a certain point, you're not going to have control, but you get to like be the thing fueling this and starting it up. And the most you can do is try in a situation. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.